right, let's take a moment now to talk about pets or cats and dogs and the like. It's not only humans that can suffer from psychological distress, your pets can too. And now many shelters are worried about the increase in pet abandonment and how it affects those cats and dogs they take in. With more on this, we go to Robert Norman Lemieux, Vice President of Tiny Paws Dog Rescue Canada. Robert, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So what are you seeing in pet shelters right now?
Just to make a little distinction, we're not a shelter, we're a rescue. So we're a network of volunteers that take the dogs into their own homes with their own pets. Mm-hmm. So, and one of them just right now just decided to chirp in.
Yes.
But yes, the trend we're seeing is that because of the pandemic and people feeling lonely or not knowing what to do, a lot of dogs were adopted for the wrong reasons, just to keep them company. And those dogs, again, because of the pandemic, were not socialized well and were with their humans 24/7.
You know, Robert, I lost my dog in February of 2020, right? So the month before the pandemic. Mm-hmm. And everyone's like, oh, you're going to get a new dog, and the pandemic starts, right? And I said, I take so much care about socialization and training when I get a new pet that I said, no, now's not the right time. Do you think a lot of people made a mistake getting a pandemic pet?
I think a lot of people didn't think it through. Mm-hmm. A lot of people thought, oh, it's a cute dog and it'll be a companion and whatever. But a lot of first-time pet owners did this and did not know the implications of getting a companion animal.
Tell me more about your rescue, Robert, because it's for dogs that weigh less than 10 kilograms. Is that correct?
Yeah, we specialize in taking in all breeds of dogs that are supposed to be under 10 kilo and that don't have their dedicated breed-specific rescue. Gotcha. As in, we normally don't take in Chihuahuas because there's 2 Chihuahua rescues. Etc. Mm-hmm. We kind of specialize in taking in dachshunds because there is no dachshund rescue in Quebec, and half our owners are dachshund owners, or half our members, are dachshund owners. So we end up with a lot of dachshunds that are abandoned all over Quebec. I'm sent dogs from. The furthest one I got was Windsor, Ontario, and in one direction, and Labrador City in the other direction.
Wow. Now, so why do you think, those beautiful, cute, lovely wiener dogs, those Teckles, those Dachshunds, why do you think you see a lot of them? Is it because they're very cute, but people don't realize their behavior?
A lot of people think Dachshunds are actually lap dogs. Mm-hmm. They don't realize that they were bred for hunting. They're high-energy dogs and extremely intelligent dogs. If they get bored, they get destructive. Uh-huh. And if you get a dachshund into your house, within a week, the dachshund will know if he's the boss or if you're the boss.
Oh, man.
And if he's the boss, you're in for a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about the psychological aspects here that you've seen in the dogs. What condition they are in mentally when they end up at your rescue?
Pre-pandemic, we would get dogs that would be resource guarding, and have separation anxiety, maybe 15% of the dogs. At the moment, any dog that comes in during or since the pandemic, about 90% of them have separation anxiety and resource guarding issues. So means that a lot of people say the dog is aggressive. Well, no, the dog is 40-50% overweight, doesn't have any outlet for his energy, is used to being at home, has never met anybody, has never met any other dogs. Yeah. And the only resource he has is you for food and attention and everything else. So he will guard that with his life, literally.
We're with Robert Norman Lemieux, Vice President of Tiny Paws Dog Rescue Canada. So, Robert, tell me about the work it takes to get that dog. Let's think about that, that the cute wiener dog. I'm looking at a photo of you with one of the most adorable long-haired wiener dogs I've ever seen. Tell me about the work that goes into taking that dog in and getting them to a place where they don't have those issues anymore.
Depending on the dog, you're looking at 4 months to 2 years.
Wow.
Of slowly reteaching them. One of them wants to come into the office. Slowly reteaching them that there's more than one resource, that humans are not necessarily a danger, to interact properly with other dogs, basically to ask to play nicely. And the worst cases I've seen were 3 years, where it took me 3 years before the dog was rehabilitated to a point where he could be adopted. It's a lot of time and patience, and a lot of the people don't have the patience to do it. A lot of people are looking for a magic pill or a magic wand. A lot of the people during the pandemic, unfortunately, have the attitude that they just paid $5,000 for a dog, which pre-pandemic was probably $40. They paid $500 for what they were told was a purebred, so they're not willing to put $600-700 to retrain him or rehabilitate him, because it's not training; it's just slowly teaching him new things.
It's so incredible. If you're spending X amount of $1,000 on the dog, oh well, it should come ready to go. I shouldn't have to do any work.
Yes, unfortunately, that's the attitude, and most people, first-time pet owners, don't even understand that a dog is a minimum of $1,000 a year in expense.
Yeah.
That's at bare minimum. And this is not, if you're not taking a puppy, and if you've had dogs before and you have some of the equipment, you're looking at $1,000 a year.
What's been the increase, Robert? Just sheer numbers and the amount of dogs that you now have to rescue, and how are you handling that increase?
Sheer number goes depending on the government's lockdown status.
Oh, wow.
Last August, August 2020, when the first loosening of the rules came around, in the first week of the loosening of the rules, I think I got 40 or 50 requests to take dogs, because then the dogs were reactive to situations, and people wanted to go on vacation, didn't have a place to put the dog, and it served its purpose. Now I can get rid of it.
Robert, thank you very much for coming on the show. I do appreciate it, and hopefully we'll see a change in behaviors here from the owners and the new owners, and maybe a second thought before they bring that dog into their life. I appreciate you. You have a great weekend.
Thank you. You too.
Robert Norman Lemieux, Vice President of Tiny Paws Dog Rescue Canada. Those dogs 10 kilograms or less. They should be 10 kilograms or less, of course. Some of them overweight.